Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Live Trading Room's daily Forex analysis. Today is Monday, February the 26th, and it's a quarter to 11 in the morning. Let's see how the Forex market is performing through the index grid of our best and worst dashboard. We have the British pound in first position, gaining 2.37% on its currency basket, followed by the New Zealand dollar ahead by 2.27%. The Australian dollar is gaining 0.99% and the euro 0.36%. The Swiss franc is losing 0.30%, the yen is down by 0.93%, the Canadian dollar is losing 1.82%, and the US dollar comes last, down by 2.91%. The power strength gives us the British pound 100% long and the US dollar 100% short. We have significant percentages on the Canadian dollar and the New Zealand dollar also, respectively 85% short and 85% long. The best trades so far in the Forex market are Kiwi US dollar and the cable, both gaining 0.68% on a daily basis. Now let's go to the charts to analyze the majors. Aussie US dollar gave a bullish signal at the breakout of the previous daily high. The market registered an intraday high on target number 9 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7893. Then the market corrected down, but now the bullish tendency seems to be resumed. We have a bullish price action up to the multi-day level. The pair is gaining 0.50% on a daily basis, and we have a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level with the exception of the monthly time frame. We also have a statistical confluence, and the market is moving above all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard. The RSI is above 50 on every time frame except the daily. We have a 57% short Australian dollar against 100% short US dollar, so we may have a continuation to the upside. The euro dollar is accelerating upward after a consolidation under the previous daily high. We're above target number 6 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 123.42. Market is moving above all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard. We have a breakout of the previous highs from M15 to the daily. The pair is gaining 0.41%, and we have a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level, with the exception of the monthly time frame, still down by 0.56%. We also have a statistical confluence, an RSI above 50 on every time frame, a 57% long euro against a confluent US dollar, so we may have a continuation of the bullish move. The cable gave a bullish signal at the breakout of the previous daily high and last week's opening. Now the market registered an intraday high above target number 5 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 140.69. The market is moving above all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard. We have a breakout of the previous highs from M30 to the weekly. The pair is gaining 0.64% on a daily basis, and we have a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level, with the exception of the monthly time frame, still losing 0.89%. The RSI is above 50 on every time frame. We have an 85% long British pound against 100% short US dollar, so we may have a continuation of the current move. Kiwi US dollar is moving in a bullish tendency just below the monthly opening at 0.7356. The market registered an intraday high below target number 5 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7346. We have a breakout of the previous highs on M30 and H4. The pair is gaining 0.64% on a daily basis. We have a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level, with the exception of the monthly time frame, still down by 0.26%. The RSI is above 50 on every time frame except M1. We have an 85% long New Zealand dollar against a confluent US dollar, with a market moving above all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard and with a daily statistical forecast in favor of a possible continuation. Should the market break the previous daily high, we may have a continuation above the monthly opening at 0.7356. Sideways inside the no trade zone of the target geometry with a slight bearish tendency, as we have a bearish price action at a scalping and intraday level. The pair is losing 0.11% on a daily basis. We have an RSI below 50 on every time frame except the daily. Both currencies are very weak on their respective currency baskets, so we can expect a limited daily range. We can observe two levels. Below 126.15 we may have a side. Above 126.48 we may have a return to the intraday high. US dollar Swiss franc is moving in a bearish tendency, just below target number 3 of the bearish zone of the target geometry, with a bearish price action at a scalping and intraday level. The market is moving below all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard. The pair is losing 0.32% on a daily basis, and we have a bearish percentage confluence up to the yearly level, with the exception of the monthly time frame still gaining 0.24%. We have an RSI below 50 on every time frame, a 71% short Swiss franc against a confluent US dollar. So should the market break the previous daily low, we may have a moderate continuation to the downside. Now let's close the analysis with US dollar yen, which gapped up at the opening of the market and then started to fall, marking an intraday low at 106.37. After an upward correction, the bearish tendency seems to be resumed. As we have a confluent price action, the market is moving below all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard. We have a bearish percentage confluence up to the yearly level and an RSI below 50 on every time frame. So with an 85% long yen against a confluent US dollar, we may have a continuation to the downside. That's all for today's analysis. Thank you for your attention. Good day and good trading from Live Trading Room Trading Community.